Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel. Today is going to be by request a topic that I have talked about a lot on my Nutrilicious Facebook page, but I haven't made too many videos on this, and today is going to be a quick one about self-love. So one person who I do follow a lot on social media, and I think she's fantastic, her name is Lisa Nichols. Not sure if you're aware who she is, but she basically has like a rags to riches story. So many years ago, she had a baby with a man that ended up going to jail when the baby was 8 years old. She was left with nothing. She couldn't pay her rent. She was on welfare, living off food stamps, and living in a very low income area, and not really sure how she was going to get out of this situation. Fast forward, now she is a multimillionaire. She is the world's #1 sought out public speaker. She's been featured on many shows, and she does a lot of conventions. So if you're not aware of her, it's okay. You can Google her, Lisa Nichols. She's amazing. But today I want to talk about 3 things that she did every day, and she did this for years and years and years, that she believes led to where she is now. And I am a big believer in positive thinking. I am a big believer in self-love. And, you can't be the person that loves everybody and not love yourself first. You have to love yourself first. It doesn't make you selfish. So I'm going to start by saying that self-care is the most important thing when it comes to health. A lot of people that are too busy taking care of other people, that's a surefire way to get sick, to get disease, to get illness, to stress yourself out, yada, yada, yada. So the 3 things that Lisa Nichols talks about in her self-improvement journey, and now she's, this millionaire running this multi-million-dollar business, again, world's most sought-out speaker, and she's likable, she's personable, she's authentic. She's not one of these people when you watch her talking going, whatever, like I really like her. So where she's at now is she has not only mentally transformed and emotionally transformed, but she's physically transformed. Like it's been an incredible transformation. And where she's at now is just, she even boggles her own mind. But what she does attribute it to is 3 things she did every day. There's a lot more to this story, and you can, again, as I said, Google her and read about what her journey was like. But the 3 things I thought I wanted to talk about today, because they're so important for self-love, they are 3 simple things to say, but they're not necessarily easy to do. And I say this with everything. I mean, whether it's your diet, whether it's like a meditation protocol that you're following, you have to do these things daily. You can't just do them for a week and then go, it's not working, and then stop. Like all of this stuff that I talk about, you have to do daily. It's like working on yourself daily, and you're worth it. And honestly, for spiritual growth, you have to work on yourself every day. You absolutely have to. It's imperative. So I've talked about different ways that we can, work on our mental health or spiritual growth. And you can sort of find the one that resonates with you, and you can start with that. But as I said, Lisa Nichols did this every day for years, and things were changing and getting better and better and better. But she still does it to this day, and still living a life of abundance and health. And all she wanted was just calm and ease. That's all she was trying to manifest when she started doing this. She wasn't trying to be a millionaire. She wasn't trying to be, completely out of debt. It wasn't even about money for her. It was just about peace of mind and ease, because her life was difficult. She just wanted an easier life for her and her son. So I'm going to get to the 3 things. The first thing that she would do every day is look at herself in the mirror. And you don't necessarily have to do that, but the whole point is the exercise. And what she would say to herself is, she would say, I'm proud of you. And she would find 1 thing, sometimes 5 things, depending on the day or where she was at, that she was proud of herself for. If that was, being able to afford a sandwich for her child, that's what she was proud of. So whatever it is, no matter how small it is, it doesn't matter. Find 1 thing or more that you're proud of yourself for that day. And really feel it when you tell yourself that you're proud of yourself. Feel the pride swelling up in your chest. Feel that great emotion, and feel that accomplishment that you are proud of yourself. The second thing, and probably the most difficult thing, was that she says that we need to forgive ourselves. So you would say to yourself or think to yourself, I forgive you, being yourself, for. And she says a lot of people, I mean, even myself, this is a very, can spark tears. This can spark a lot of emotion, but it's so important. And just forgive yourself for whatever you're beating yourself up for, or something you did 10 years ago, or whatever it is, like whatever it is in the moment, you know, even something as small as, I forgot to let my dog out yesterday and he peed in the house, like so small, but whatever it is. And of course, there's going to be greater things that you're going to forgive yourself about. But the whole point is that emotionally, you just release the burden of whatever it is that you're beating yourself up for. So it's a very powerful exercise. So forgive yourself for whatever. And then the third thing is to commit to yourself. Make a promise to yourself. So when we promise other people things, generally, I mean, some people don't, but generally, when we promise people other things, we usually come through because we're like, I don't want to be that person that's going to say, I'm going to help you move, and then I'm not going to show up. I don't want to be that person that promises, I'm going to take you out for dinner when I get this new job and I don't do it, or whatever, right? Nobody wants to be that person, but we're always more like diligent when it's a promise to someone else than to ourselves. So make a promise to yourself every day. Again, it doesn't have to be this astronomical thing. It can be this little thing. Maybe, for example, I promise that tomorrow morning I'm going to wake up with a smile on my face, like no matter what, right? Or I promise that I'm going to take 15 minutes later on this evening to meditate. No matter what comes about, I'm going to take that time to myself, or to read a book, or whatever it is. And these promises that you make are for your own growth. It's not a promise for somebody else. It's a promise for your own growth. And I guarantee you, when you work on your own spiritual, emotional, mental growth, you will be a better person to everybody else in your life. So the focus is on you here, and yourself improving, and the path to the person that you're meant to be, because we are all meant to be a greater version of ourselves. No matter how wonderful your life is, you can always be a greater version of yourself. And not to beat yourself up that you're not this greater version right now, but the belief that that is coming. And a really good exercise you can do is to picture whatever version of your greatest self that you think that would be. It could be a physical thing, it could be a mental thing, it could be an emotional thing, it could be, sitting in your dream job desk, or, starring in a movie if that's your thing, whatever it is. The best version of yourself. So mentally, physically, spiritually, the best version of yourself. Imagine you as the best version of yourself, and imagine having conversations with people, or imagine smiling because everything that you've wished for is here. And imagine telling your friends, oh my God, can you believe I got that position? I got a promotion. I'm so excited. Or wow, look at my new car. This is I've been trying to manifest this for months, and look, it's true. It can happen. Or, my daughter graduated from high school. We never thought she would graduate, but, actually, if you say you never thought she would, she might not. So, I'm so proud of her. Just whatever it is that's weighing you down, or obsessing with your thoughts, flip it around and just try to see this amazing version of you. We all have this better version of us that we attest to be, or we want to be. And imagine that person, and imagine yourself looking like that, feeling like that, and talking to other people, and sharing joy, and sharing your news, and, whatever it is that you're working on in your personal life. So these three things that Lisa Nichols talks about, I think, are really important. It is similar to an affirmation, but what you have to put behind it is feeling. So whenever you're having an affirmation, if you're saying, I'm proud of you today, sometimes words are not enough. You have to feel the pride. You have to feel your chest swell up with pride, with love for yourself. And these are the things that are going to change your outlook, your spiritual path, and help you to become the best version of yourself that is possible. So I hope this was helpful, and I appreciate any feedback from anyone who's found anything helpful in anything I've shared. And pretty much every day I go on, either read a book or read parts of a book, or I, find inspirational videos or motivational speakers and continue for my spiritual growth. To me, it's every day. I do it every single day, and I share, and will continue to share things that I think have been helpful for me. And if this might not be your cup of tea, or it might not be, something that resonates with you, but if this does resonate with you, it's something that you can try, and it never, ever, ever hurts to try anything that's going to better ourselves. So as a society, we focus way more on the outer, and I tell you, you have to work on the inner, because when the inner shines, that outer is going to match it 100%. So hope this was helpful. Please let me know, give me some feedback on what you think. Be well, and I will talk to you soon. Thanks.